damage on this defense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Moss. There he goes. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. Runs for the tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Using his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarter.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the tailback. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Now improvising. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The 12th man, Borden standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's complete to the right. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Got his man quickly. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The give to the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Reed. Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Under fire.
The ball carried by the quarterback. They go backwards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Find some fresh air. Gashes him in the middle. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
That's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Pollock, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on 1 carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that 2nd level, no one catches him all the way to the house. 99 yards.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Give to the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Now on the counter. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude.
He's looking deep. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd downs are a huge determining factor in winning and losing games, and what a great play by the defense that time. Going up against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the entire country. Great job breaking on the ball and helping force the incompletion.
Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Running back searching for a hole. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw.
He's going to let it go. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh, he's not punting, he's going to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's run out of bounds after the pick. Clock shows 0, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second.
Makes the grab on the left side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Aggies. They take the lead with the 6.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Quarterback keeper. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Going right to work up top. Dances away to buy time. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing and understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. That last fake didn't work. They might stick with punting it this time. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moss. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. A designed run for the quarterback. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times. But they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They're licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. chains. Texas A&M going quickly. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
And this team needs more of that, man. Like, this is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And they'll knock him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense
Turning it on. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the red zone, looking for a space. Moving out of the pocket. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Handoff to the single running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from them a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Starting to feel a little pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for space. It's Baxter. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I'm going to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it.
A little trickery and they flip it ahead. And the defense wrestles into the ground. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it let... Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the...
Right down the middle. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Trying to rumble in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession.
Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff, keep working on that clock. At the 35, he's open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the ground, he's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Longhorns enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up third and short.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The week has been immersed in